Okay, I'm going to let you be there and watch me drive while I talk about my day. Okay, I worked again today. As you know, I've not been working a lot at a totally different place, and I'm not going to say where, but I'll tell you about my adventures. And of course, yes, there's going to be a lot of talk about the toilet. All right, I had a couple patients. My first lady, really nice lady, she lives with her kid, and she doesn't have anything broken or anything like that, no stroke. She's just very weak, dehydration, all that. So I go in there to see her, and as expected, she's laying in there in her diaper, soaking wet. So I said, well, have you been to the bathroom or what's going on? She says, no, I can't do that. I'm just using peeing in the bed, and I have to poop. I said, well, do you want to go to the bathroom? And she's like, well, you know. So I said, okay, that's it. We're going to the bathroom. So I get her up, go to the bathroom, get her in the wheelchair. It's really easy. It's just contact guard, holding on to her, get her in there. She needs a little help on the cleanup aisle, but once again, in her diaper, just going in her pants. No one's taking her. So I got her some pull-ups, which I definitely should make some commercials for pull-ups. So I got her pull-ups, talked to the staff over there, which I guarantee you will have no impact whatsoever. So I get her taken care of. So I go on to my next fella. Now he's a very, very nice fella, and amazingly enough, he's wearing underpants, but he's completely soaked. Smells like pee to high heaven. He's soaked through his underwear all over his chair. I said, you know, hey buddy, do you have to go to the bathroom? He says, no, I don't have to go. I said, well, you know, are you fresh down there? And he says, well, I already went, but you know, I don't want to bother anybody. And I said, so I said, well, of course, we're going to the bathroom. And I got him all cleaned up, got him a pull-up too. When I went to put his clothes in the laundry basket, I noticed at least 3 other sets of underwear and pants in there, also completely soaked. And I said, you know what, bud? I don't know. You need some pull-ups. I really should be an endorsement for those. Anyway, and as you already know what I'm going to say here. Oh wait, let me tell you about my third person. My third person was a person who lived there. So I went in there, and it's 12:30 in the afternoon, and he's all tucked in the bed, and I look at his dresser, and what do I see on his dresser? A urinal, and it's full, and it's sitting on his bedside dresser right next to his glass of tea, touching his glass of tea. They're all together like 2 little buddies touching each other. His urinal full of pee and his cup. I said, buddy, that's just gross. We're not going to have that. So my point today is, all right, if you listen to me on these things enough, what's wrong here? 1, first lady. We have a lady who can go to the bathroom easily. I walked her into the bathroom, hanging onto her little belt loop, walked her in there. It was very easy to take her to the bathroom. Okay? What do we do to her when we let her lay there in urine? First of all, she's going to get an infection. Okay? Laying in that pee is not good for you. When you get an infection, then you get even more confused. That's going to lead to more falling, more problems. The other thing is skin breakdown. She's a little wispy thing. Her skin is paper thin. She's going to get sores on her buns. Those cost a lot of money to fix, if they ever fix at all. Third, what are we teaching her? We're teaching her that you are not worth the time it takes to go to the bathroom, even though all of these places get paid to take them to the bathroom. Yes, she's on therapy. She has goals. She plans to go home with her son. Okay, so once again, I'm going the same thing about that. And what's up with the second guy? Yeah, well, we got somebody in their underpants, but he's really not continent. He needs to be in a pull-up because he's having issues with urgency. He kind of knows when he has to go, but it comes on so fast he can't always catch it. So what do we need to do with him? We need to get him on a toileting program for one thing and take him to the bathroom on a regular basis so that you can maybe, nip it in the bud, and if he does have an accident, maybe it's not so much, or maybe his body can retrain to go right again. And we also, this fella here, as much as I'm always yapping about underpants, he really should not be in his underpants because he is having accidents. And what has he learned? He's learned, I'm not going to ask anybody to take me because it's too much trouble and no one's going to come. And, okay, guy number 3. I don't really think that I have to say what's wrong with having your urinal full of pee sitting directly next to touching your cup that you drink out of. I think we all can understand what's wrong with that, but I'm going to make a point about that. I've been doing this for 30 years. 30 years. And in 30 years, of all the places I've gone to, which is hundreds of them, some of them are really ritzy and bougie, and some of them are dumps. Every single one of them has that happen there. Every single facility I have ever worked in, you can walk in and you will find a urinal full of pee on the same table that they eat off of, and very often right next to their cups, right next to their food. They'll have a full one when they're eating lunch a lot of times. Only one fella ever have I seen really complain about this and manage it, and what happened there is his wife bought him an umbrella stand, and so he would hang it on his umbrella stand. So, once again, toileting is a cornerstone of living. We've got people who can go to the bathroom very easily. They just need a little tiny bit of help. We're trying to get them home, laying there in their bed in a diaper. We have another fella, obviously, he needs a little assistance there. He can't, they just leave him sit wet. So, it's a very sad state of affairs. And that was my experience for today. Not to mention that in this particular building, the way it's designed, the bathroom, half the people that I work with, I can't even get into the bathroom. You have to be practically an acrobat to be able to get yourself in the narrow, I mean, it's tiny, into there and on the toilet. So I think another problem is, if you're going to charge people for rehab, it has to be in a place where they can actually use a toilet, where you can actually get them in there. So, once again, Eileen's talking about the toilet. But anyway, that was my day today. I sure had a good time with my folks. I got them going. I love that part of it. But especially being away from it, it's just even, I don't know if it's more frustrating. It always was. Anyway, that's it from the Toileting Goddess. Enough for today. Thank you for listening.